2025 is the year all your favourite TV shows end. But don't worry, there's a new writer-director here to make a new one.
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlett and this is my TV show pitch. It's a sci-fi series about robots, connection to loved ones, and how far you'd go to help your family and friends. So let's start with characters. The main protagonist is Mac, a 14-year-old girl who's snarky, impulsive, and brave. She's motivated to protect the people she cares about because she feels responsible for them. Artie is her dad. He's chill and understanding, the kind of parent everyone loves. He's partly responsible for the main conflict, and his motive is trying to protect Mac and forget about his past. Mac's friend group are all trying to help her protect her older cousin Nicole, who we'll come to later. They are Ollie, a charismatic, funny, and chatty guy, Nessa, the brains of the group, she's hardworking, organised and sensible, and Connor, the heart of the group. He's loyal, looks after the group, and is super reliable. Lastly, Nicole, who I mentioned earlier, is Mac's cousin, who becomes the driving motivation for all the rest of the main cast. Now, let's move on to the plot without spoilers. The plot follows Mac as she tries to apologise to Nicole after an argument, but all goes wrong because Nicole becomes involved in trouble revolving around Artie's past making robots. Mac, not knowing this, becomes keen on making it up to Nicole because she starts acting distant, causing Mac and her friends to become involved in the robots as well. Little did they know, the motives of Artie's old friend and main antagonist are more personal and vengeful than anyone could imagine. The rest of the plot has action and mystery as Mac and co try to stop the robots and get life back on track. And I'm afraid that's all I can tell you, and hopefully you'll find out the rest later. So why will it work and make you fall in love with the story? First of all, the stakes are personal. They aren't trying to save the world, they're just trying to go back to normal life, which is more intimate and allows you to relate to the characters in a way you can't with saving the world. Because their motive resonates with you as an audience, because they're helping family. It's also an adventure on a smaller scale. It's easier to follow and less flashy and exposition heavy. Mac and her friends are also written like real teenagers in the way they talk, interact with each other, and interact with the world around them. They feel their age because they were written by someone their age. There's an understanding in the portrayal of modern teens in media. It always feels overly mature and adult, or really cringy and so quirky they lose their realisticness as people. They stop being good characters because it's overshadowed by the mentality of writing a teenager. But Mac and her friends struggle in a way that real teens do. They handle situations with nuance as teens are learning to do at that age. They struggle with family, and you watch them grow and learn in a way that teens do, which isn't linear or smooth or like instant character development. It's made to be watched with friends and parents because it feels grown up enough to have an older rating because of the violence and language, but not weird to watch with your parents in an awkward look up at the ceiling kind of way. It perfectly captures the vibe of autumn Friday or Saturday night telly. For when you sit down on the sofa because it's getting cold outside, you've just had a busy week at school or work, you relax with a blanket, turn the lights down just enough to make the telly feel like a cinema, but enough to see the chocolate bar on the table, and enjoy nostalgic family telly that's actually grown up with you. So why did I do this? I've been imagining and making my own stories for as long as I can remember. I made films with my dad as a kid, plays to put on in class with my friends. Basically, I love telling stories. I love films and I love TV. I've acted since I was 4 or 5 and I'm taking film and drama for A-levels. I've also made short films to improve my directing. So if you can't tell, I'm obsessed with connecting to people through film. But why pitch this story? Because I've been working on it for ages. I started it when I was 13. That's why the characters are all 14. Because I thought it would take me about a year to get it made so that I can act in it and be the exact same age as the characters. I'll admit, I was wrong. It takes so long to get a TV show and it's really hard. But I've been constantly improving, working on my script, trying to make it better, networking and connecting with people. But it's not worked yet. So I thought putting it out on YouTube might get it out quickly. So I've made this formal pitch to see if that works. And I know you get asked this at the end of every video, But if you'd watched the show, please give the video a like and subscribe, because I'll be posting some short films for a portfolio here, digitally. I'd love to use this to reach out to producers or anyone who can really help me make my dream come true. Thank you so much for watching, have an amazing week, and stay tuned for more hopefully. Bye!